And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
Now, the thing with Angel, which I won't get into in depth unless she's sitting next to me.
I want to slow down a little bit, right? Because we're going to get into that. But first, I want people to understand, right? You mentioned Tommy Dreamer before. I am personally not a fan of Tommy Dreamer, the wrestler,
neither.
the man, the beast, whatever you want to call him.
The least.
But I think it's really important that people understand that the man sitting on his couch is really the originator of the hardcore Singapore cane match.
That he has stolen, by the way.
And Paul Heyman rewrote history. So please tell me about your relationship with Tommy Dreamer before Heyman comes in and afterwards.
Okay. And what I really have to tell you is how the whole thing with the Singapore Canes started. That's important.
Go ahead.
What was your question was? I'm sorry.
So it's basically you're the originator, right?
Yes.
You're the originator.
Right. Well, here's what happened. So Michael Fay, American, goes to Singapore, gets caned for whatever he did over there, and Paul Heyman gets this idea to run a program with volunteers, hopefully, to work off of the Singapore cane. Okay. So in the locker room, he addresses everybody, and basically asking for volunteers, and he explains beforehand that there will be, color needs to be gotten, and it won't be just your head. So if that's an issue for you, don't even volunteer. Well, the place went dead. Nobody raised their hands. I made eye contact with Hack, and both our hands went up. Because we were friendly, smoked pot together, our wives would hang out, previous. So after the meeting ended, people came up to us and said, like, well, what are you going to do? Anything he asks? This is because nobody had drank the Kool-Aid yet. Okay? They were like putting us down.
Right.
Well, those same guys are still living off that fucking thing that we started. So it was me and Sandman who said yes, and that program ran for a full year.
A year of this.
But yet they skipped to Tommy Dreamer as if he's the one that started the whole revolution.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Tommy Dreamer directly?
Well, the thing about Tommy Dreamer is I may have given him the benefit of the doubt in my head, but when I saw that thing about the plane ride from hell, and like he's backing up this asshole Ric Flair, who's out there acting like a jerk off. He's been manipulating and been a sexual predator for years, and it's gone unchecked, and it's not right. And you have a daughter. No wonder why you're fucking divorced. You got a daughter, and you backed up to say, "Oh, that's Rick." Fuck that. It's Ric Flair. Doesn't make it right. I'm against it. Needs to be straightened out. Just like all these years, the rats. You know what? That's a bad thing. And if it still goes on, there's girls, too young for that, and there should be somebody monitoring it. And I have a whole fucking system to how that could be done. It really needs to be addressed. It's been going on for years. And many women's lives are ruined. And if you could visit those girls who were put through that, I can tell you that their story will be miserable.
I believe we've interviewed
So your
a girl that you've had that kind of
partner,
experience. So.
Angel Amorosa, came on, and she named quite a few sexual predators. One being Bobby Fulton, another one being Dominic DiNucci, and then accusing Mick Foley and Tommy Dreamer of sexually abusing her in the ring.
Another couple of charmers.
What do you know about that? And is this maybe Angel embellishing, or is this real?
No. If you read what I read, you would know. It's kind of like some of my stories. The first impression you get is that ain't made up, because you would have to have some fucking mind to come up. She's got dates, times, everything, and it's really graphic. And I'll not be the same. It's like I tell people, young kids, don't look to conquer everything, because there's shit that you can't unsee, will affect you for the rest of your life. And that was added to the list of things that will affect me for the rest of my life. Here's what I know. Nobody could handle me one-on-one in that locker room. Nobody. And I'm leaving out my friends. Teddy, the Pitbulls. I'm leaving them out.
Right.
Nobody else. Paul Heyman would love to have fired me. Why wouldn't he? He didn't have the balls to fire me. So he let me stay there, tried to bury me, which I didn't let happen. If you've seen when he put Chad Austin out there, when he told Chad that he was going over, Chad was like, Tommy's going to fucking kill me. He's like a main guy. And all of a sudden, I'm going over. Well, I gave him a beating. I threw him from one end of the ring to the other. And then I had a misstep where I landed. He put his feet on the ropes, and he pinned me. Any goofy gimmick they gave me, I made it work. They wanted me to be a construction worker because I looked badass. I had the biker, do-rag. I had a full, leathers, and I looked the part. That was too much for them. I had to build. I looked the part.
But why wouldn't Paul want to use you then, right? You had the look. You had everything. Why would he say, no, this isn't the guy I want?
Was it politics?
No, like you didn't... he knew by how I carried myself that I wasn't going to drink the Kool-Aid and I wasn't going to be up for what he had planned. This guy's going to be a problem. But I got nobody to send out there to do anything. I don't have the balls to do it. And I only left because I couldn't fucking walk. And part of that is Tommy Dreamer. Here's what's crazy. We're in this, it's me, Hack, it's Cactus, it's Dreamer. So Dreamer's supposed to, dive out on us. But you got to make connection with me at some point when we're out on the floor so we know you're coming.
Right.
You just can't come. He just comes. So in the middle of us still dealing with somebody else, we got to catch Tommy Dreamer. Right. And on another occasion, when I did a spin kick on the floor, which is he's on one corner, I'm on the other. I run towards him, and I jump up and I spin. The way to catch the person is you kind of catch his leg and you fall back. He put his hands up, which I ricocheted and landed on my tailbone, which is I'm crippled because.
So are you trying to say that Tommy Dreamer was in on it with Paul Heyman and was trying to run you out?
Yeah, they had to talk about it. Do you know what he said? What Heyman said to Angel when he said we're going to poke you, maybe with the stick, and she said, be careful. And he said, why? It's already fucked up down there.
Really?
Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
Okay.
Dreamer said this.
No, Heyman. Now, here's what happened. I'm selling... first of all, know this. When I asked Angel why it was going on and I didn't know about it, why didn't you tell me? She goes, your daughter was just newly born and I knew that you would end up in jail because I know you. So she, kept that from me, knowing I would have fucking straightened that. I would have stopped their party in a heartbeat. I didn't walk through the back entrance. I didn't deal with these guys after the matches. I had a wife I was loyal to. I wasn't snorting coke off of hookers' asses. That's fucking ridiculous. When you have one girl, the fact that she didn't tell me. So I'm selling, right, outside the ring. What was supposed to happen was Cactus was supposed to do the last maneuver to her and go bang, bang. And then Dreamer, unscripted, comes in and pokes her in. I didn't see any of this. I'm outside. Now, when that happens and you're in the ring and it's not something you talked about, you trust the people to say, well, we ad-lib sometimes. I'll roll with it. No one should ever expect to get hurt behind a worked, choreographed. Guys, it's not a fucking shoot. Don't you get it? Going into business for yourselves and not telling everybody what you were going to do is the first rule that you don't break, which means to me you're not even welcome in this fucking community.
Did Dreamer ever come to you and say, hey, look, Tommy, you got a lot of talent, but you need to play Heyman's game?
Nope. They knew it. I saw a video, and Terry Funk is like this, listening to Heyman on the steps. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Some kid came to me at a convention. A lot of people will say stuff that I did that I don't remember. He said, I remember you screaming in the locker room, this is bullshit. This ain't the way wrestling's supposed to be. He goes, you didn't give a shit. When somebody doesn't have the balls to fire you or send somebody after you, you can do anything you want. You can act however you want.
I remember on our friends at Busted Open Radio, I remember someone had called in.
Friends?
And Tommy Dreamer was on, and they said that they wear a Tommy Cairo shirt. And that's when I first started to know you a little bit. And I thought it was like, oh, nice pop. But Dreamer's reaction was very strange. Like, he tried to foo-foo it and move on.
Of course.
And So we're basically saying Tommy Dreamer is not who he presents himself to be.
No, and look what he did on the Plane Ride from Hell interview. Like I said, you're a father of a daughter, and you can sit there and say it's okay. I think Ric Flair is a fucking disgrace. You're still cutting your head at this age? Are you fucking kidding me? Like my wife said to me when I was going to a local show, because it was in my town, to help them out. And she says to me before I leave, don't do anything stupid. I said, like what? She goes, like, cut yourself. I go, honey, I'm not going to cut myself. So guess what I did? Got together with the young kids. All the older guys that knew my wife wanted no part of it. Right. They don't want Mrs. Cairo.
Right.
Because she'll fucking come down and bust your neck. They said, let's get a piece of tape, get a red marker, and we'll put the tape over your head, and we'll just put like little dots like it bled through. Bro, it looks so fucking real. So I come home. It's like 11:15. My wife's like, oh, you're home early. I said, yeah. She goes, how did it go? I said, listen, come down and I'll tell you about it. She gets halfway down the stairs. She spots the bandage. She goes up and she says, you idiot. She runs upstairs. It took me everything to get her to come back down so I could rip it off and show her it wasn't real. She goes, you got me. So for this guy to still be out there, number one, like, why are you wrestling? Okay? And why are you cutting your head? And why are you a sexual predator and a piece of shit? And why do so many people overlook that? Okay? Well, I'm here to tell you I'm not one of those guys. The only way I could be a different guest than most of what you had is if I could tell my full story, because I trump everybody in every category, and I challenge anybody to have a to disagree. Come on, make a call. Tell me why I'm not what I say I am.
So you leave. Paul Heyman runs